Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday and happy National Pink Day. So that is why I'm wearing pink today. I'm coming to you with the next series of The Color Confident, and today is going to be on Flawless Face. I'm going to share with you a couple of my items to get started with, but I want to share with you first that I have already cleansed and moisturized my skin. The next thing that I'm going to do, I'm actually going to combine two things. It's going to be our Mary Kay Foundation Primer with an SPF 15, along with our oil mattifier. The reason I'm doing that is because summer months tend to be the months for me that I tend to be more oily than others. So if that is a problem for you, and especially in summertime, I highly recommend the oil mattifier. It's just going to help to absorb any excess oil that your skin may produce. Also, you can use our oil-free hydrating gel as your moisturizer for summer, along with either the Clear Proof Acne oil-free moisturizer, and then our Botanicals moisturizing gel, which is a skincare line really intended for younger skin types or for people who want a simplistic type of skincare regimen with some of the natural additives, like it has the dragon fruit in it. So now my skin is primed, and now I can go into the next step, which is the under eye corrector. Now remember, this has a peach tint to it because on a color wheel, peach across from the blue cancels out the blue. The reason I'm using that, even though I don't have any shadow underneath my eyes that I need to conceal, I just like that it gives me just a little pop of brightness underneath my eye. And then I'm going to use a little bit of our Perfecting Concealer. Now the great thing about our concealers is not only do they have the doe foot applicator as well, but they're creamy, they're not thick, and they're easy to apply. And I like putting a little bit on my eyelids just to kind of get everything even. And then I'm using our blending sponge. And I love this. I've never really used like the Beauty Blender or anything like that. I like using the sponge for this particular application because it just kind of gives me the perfect coverage that I want. But now you can use this obviously for your full face of foundation. I just always feel like I have more control when I use a brush. Okay. Now, I'm not really going to do highlighting or anything like that with my concealers today, but you can use your concealer to highlight. You can also use the darker shades to contour with. They're really excellent for that type of application. Okay, the next thing I'm going to go into is the foundation for my skin today. Now, typically I don't tan much throughout the year, and so my skin typically stays the same shade. You want to make sure that if you're getting darker in the summer, that your foundation is switched over for summertime to make sure it's appropriate for that. And then in the winter, you'll go back to a lighter shade, unless you are the same year-round. Also, please know that there are two different formulas in this. This one is the matte, which helps to control oil, but it also is great for anyone who just wants that matte finish. And we also have it in a luminous foundation, which means that it has a hydrator built in with the foundation to give you the extra boost of hydration that your skin needs. So remember, I'm always talking about that grape or raisin analogy, and it's because you don't want your skin to look like that shriveled up raisin. Now, you always want to start in the center of your face. This is just one of our liquid foundation brushes. that I'm using. It kind of reminds me of a toothbrush in that aspect, but they are actual bristles, very dense, very soft, and it allows you to have a full coverage versus the second liquid foundation brush that we have gives you a medium to full. And you see that I'm keeping the foundation center of the face and then just blending out. Also keep in mind that the reason why you start in the center is this is your focal point, and you don't want all of your makeup to land in your hairline. So if you start in this area, the more you keep pushing it out that way, the more you'll have makeup in the hairline. So, and then obviously if you wear your hair back in ponytails or anything like that, you want to make sure that your makeup is blended really, really well, so that you are not showing that defined makeup line. Now these foundations come in a cool, a warm, and a neutral. So cool would be for skin tones that typically burn first and then tan for just like a day or two. That's me. I have Irish in me, so that's just my skin type. The warm is for your yellow undertones or bronze type skin tones where you have the olive skin and you tan fairly easily. And then we have the neutral undertones, which means that it's going to blend with your skin either way. Now what I love about this foundation is, number one, it is a 12-hour wear. Love it. I love that it has the IntelliMatch formula, which means that once we do a stripe test with you to find your perfect match, it will blend with the skin within a matter of seconds. And this is a new technology that Mary Kay has developed. I love that the foundation gives me the full coverage that I want from a foundation without making my skin feel like I have foundation on. Right now, I don't even feel like I have makeup on. It's literally like I just got out of the shower and put my moisturizer on, and my skin has just taken it in. I love that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is set it with just a little bit of powder. And you always want to keep in mind that you want to blend in a downward motion, because your skin sits like little shingles on a roof. So your makeup is meant to give you that flawless effect, to hide, to conceal, and just make things look really pretty. You know, envision the cake. Your cake is the cake part, that is your skin. It is so important to start with a skincare regimen for your skin type so that you have the best products for your skin type. And then the icing on top of the cake is what makes it so pretty. It's the finishing touch. A cake is not complete without the icing. And so skincare is not complete without the final steps of some form of, you know, makeup, which is either a CC cream, which is a very light to medium type of foundation. Super, super amazing. It's yumminess on your skin. I mean, it's a moisturizer, it's a concealer, it's a foundation, it's a primer. It's everything wrapped in one. And they come in 5 shades. We also have, of course, the Time Wise foundations. Then we have our mineral powder foundations. Then we also have a cream to powder. So for those who prefer the little cake style in a cream, and you put it on and it just turns into the powder finish. And then we also still have our medium control, which is for oily skin types who need that little extra to control oil throughout the day. So we've got several types of foundations in our line. We can match you with anything that you're looking for. And so I hope that today you will watch this video, that you will give me your feedback. Tell me what kind of foundation that you're using. Are you using a Mary Kay foundation? Do I need to get with you and change your shade for summertime? Are you using Mary Kay? Are you using another brand of foundation? If so, why do you love it? Because I'll share with you that prior to Mary Kay, I wore Estee Lauder Double Matte Wear Foundation, and I was fully convinced that there wasn't another foundation that was really going to give me the coverage that I wanted. And of course, I just felt like if I spent more at a department store, that it must be worthy, right? So little did I know was what I didn't know at the time. I was refusing to dive in and try the Mary Kay foundation. I was just skeptical, even though I was a beauty consultant, even though I was representing the product. I was just sold on the double matte wear. So once they launched the original Time Wise foundations, I tried it. I fell in love with them, and I have not ever been back to a counter since. And that's been since probably 2007. So, you know, I share that with you not just to impress you or not just to sell you on something, but to just say keep an open mind and an open heart, because you never know what you may fall in love with, and you may not like it. That's okay. But I want to know from you, what do you think about our foundations? And what do you want to know about our foundations? So, celebrate National Pink Day. Have a great day. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.